We have some new numbers tonight showing which members of the U.S. military are giving their donations to, and which presidential candidates, surprisingly, are getting the most money. That would be the most vocal anti-war candidate, apparently getting the biggest share. Let's go to Brian Todd. He's got the number. He's crunching them right now. Brian, who's getting the most donations from U.S. military troops?
Well, Wolf, the winner by far in this is the man who has surprised us since this campaign season began with his overall fundraising ability. If you're basing your vote on a candidate's position on Iraq, Ron Paul and Barack Obama won't leave you confused on where they stand.
It's unconstitutional. It's an undeclared war.
The war in Iraq was unwise.
Those blasts could be striking a positive chord within the U.S. military. According to the Center for Responsive Politics, which tracks the government's information on campaign contributions, Ron Paul is by far the leading recipient of cash from current members of the military. Among those who gave more than $200, the group says, Paul brought in more than $210,000 last year. Fellow war opponent Obama is far behind, but places second with more than $94,000. John McCain and Hillary Clinton are an even more distant third and fourth.
For the military to be making such a bold statement, at least among the group that is contributing, does say something about their feelings about the candidates and about the war.
Observers say military donors, like all contributors, make up only a small percentage of voters. And according to our Republican exit polls from the primaries, cash doesn't always translate into votes. McCain is still the leading vote getter among Republican voters who say they've served in the military. Ron Paul barely registers. Rick Weidman is with Vietnam Veterans of America, a nonpartisan group that helps active duty and retired military members. He says for those still serving, the draw of Obama and Paul goes well beyond their positions on the war.
People who are for Ron Paul are very passionate because he wants to shrink government, and he wants to improve military pay, and he wants to improve retirement pay, and he wants to improve services to veterans. Obama does too, from a different perspective, is that of holding people accountable for what they're supposed to be doing to alleviate problems that veterans have and that current active duty people have.
But those who track campaign contributions say the Iraq war still does play a big part. The Center for Responsive Politics says before the invasion, about 3/4 of contributions from military members went to Republicans. Since 2003, they say, that figure's dropped to about 60%. Wolf?
Brian, do those who watch this tend to believe that McCain is showing any vulnerability with these military voters?
No strong signs of that yet, Wolf. Rick Weidman says among those who are contributing to Ron Paul and Obama, they sense that there may be a perception that they're a little bit more out front on benefits issues and things like that than John McCain is. But McCain's still very, very strong overall among the broader population of military voters.
Brian Todd, thank you.